Hello everyone, Visa is 842 back here for another review. These are the Antler playing cards from Dan and Dave. Very nice looking cards. I believe Dan and Dave actually referred to it as their first, I think it's original deck of cards since Smoke and Mirrors, which is pretty bad and is not speaking a lot about all the other dozens of decks they've had since the Smoke and Mirror deck. So, I don't know about that, but whatever. Let's look at the cards. There, it says Antler on top, and playing cards as well. At the bottom it says Buck Twins, and you see a buck. Antler and playing cards are embossed a bit, as are all the leafy elements. This down here and the buck are not embossed, but they do have some nice coloring to it, and it's got a nice kind of retro style font. It looks really nice. This is the hunter green, forest green, whatever you want to call it. And these ones are deep maroon. We'll get to that in a bit. On the side it says Dan and Dave approved. And again, there's some more light embossing on the leafy elements. And then the other side it says Gentlemen Playing Cards. At the top it says designed by Tom Lane, if you're not familiar with him. He's the guy who designed the Bicycle Archangels playing cards. These ones are a bit better. And the bottom it says Dan and Dave, which is embossed as well. And there's a barcode for some reason. And you got their information, dananddave.com, made in USA. The back you see, well, more or less the back design. And again, embossing on the leafy elements, but not the bucks. And it does actually say Buck Twins on top and bottom. Probably see that better there. So I'll show you that one. These ones are standard edition. There's no seal. If I look at the maroon one, you'll see it's just as nice, but kind of a reversed color scheme. And these are the limited edition ones. They have a nice, cool, vintage style stamp seal that says Dan and Dave on the top and Industries on the bottom. That says Los Angeles, California along the sides. And then it just says again on here, there's a Dan and Dave logo. It says manufacturers of playing cards. Actually, they're not. USB-C manufactures it, but whatever. And it's just really cool. Stamp type seal. And it also says 8-4, which I'm guessing is the year they were born. So let's get back to the cards. On the flap, it just says made in the USA with a little embossing. And this is a standard edition deck. You get a blank card. And gives you back design, green and white. And it says Buck Twins on top and bottom. You see the bucks. It looks like a vintage style USB-C deck. And you do get a double backer. I'm ecstatic that this deck actually has a double backer and a blank card. It seems like every other deck they've been putting out has two wasted ad cards, and finally they did something different. Thank you. The Jokers are really nice as well. They say Buck in the corner. It says Antler playing cards. Dan and Dave approved. Designed by Tom Lane. And this one's got green colors. And the other one's the same, but it's got the maroon colors. It's very nice, you know. The Ace of Spades is also very nice. It's got a big old buck, green, and lots of details. And it says established 1984, which again goes towards that being the year they were born. That'd be the year they were established. And just standard indexes though. Court cards, not necessarily standard. They have a vintage look to them, which fits well with the overall theme of the, or look of the deck, theme of the deck. And they do also have the maroon and green colors. You will see that Hearts and Diamonds actually have a maroon colored pip as well instead of a bright red. It almost looks black in this light, I apologize. But that's just because how, you know, dark it is. Again, bicycle stock, airless and finish, despite the fact that it doesn't say that anywhere. Borders, at first glance, seem a little thick, but you have to take into consideration that the antlers on the bucks and some of the other details actually go into the borders. So if they made them any thinner, it would probably cause some problems in printing and making them even. It's pretty even for USB-C. So let's look at the maroon one. You get the same blank card and double backer. Nice maroon color. And the colors also fit well with the theme of like deers and hunting. And you get the same jokers. And everything else is the same, except that the Ace of Spades has maroon colors. And it looks really cool. Once again. Limited edition decks, we'll look at very quickly. They actually come in this nice little vintage style paper, which actually has a sleeve to kind of hold it together, so that's pretty cool. Put that aside though. You do get a blank card again, and you get a double backer. One side it looks like this, just like the other deck. The other side it looks like that. Yes, they have different backs. It's the same thing, but they've added color to it. And, well, changed the whites into a different color, a beige type color. And they also colored in the buck. And it looks pretty cool. You do get the same jokers, same color and everything that I can tell. There might be a small color difference, but it looks the same. That being said, the Ace of Spades is different. It's actually got more color to it as well, and it looks really nice. The rest of the cards are the same. And a quick look at the maroon one. Whoops, I forgot that. Because obviously the Ace of Spades has got a different color. And you might want to see that. That's pretty nice looking. And again, in contrast to the double backer, quite a bit different. And then your Ace of Spades, once again, which is some nice beautiful colors. So that's what you get. Overall, bicycle stock, aircushion finish, perhaps a B stock. I can't really tell nowadays. But it handles nice and looks good. And you can see as well, in this one you can see how the antlers and the details go into the borders and everything. Making that about as thin as they can get the borders anyway. Anyways, overall, as far as handling is concerned, I'll give it 4 out of 5 at the very least. Maybe 4 1/4. I think 4 is pretty much as high as I've gone. As far as style is concerned, theme, I like it. And actually, I'm surprised it took this long for the Bucks to put their name on a playing card. I mean, everywhere you see this, you're going to see Bucks. Buck twins, actually. So, yeah, it's a nice fitting way to get the selves on playing cards. So overall, I do like the theme, and I'll give it a 4 out of 5. As for usability, absolutely. Faces are pretty much standard, and it's definitely usable for Magic or playing cards, and probably okay for cardistry, so I will say 4.5 out of 5 for usability. Overall, I'll give it a 4 1/4 out of 5 for my rating. It's a pretty nice set of decks. You can get them on their website. and or an order play. And you can check out the links below to see if any of those websites like collectible cards or playing cards.net have them, and use the promo codes for that. And that is that. I like it. One of the nicest decks Danny Davis produced, in my opinion, in, well, the last couple of years, pretty much. So, definitely check it out. See you next time.